It's a frigid Friday night, and we are coming to you live from Buckeye Valley High School for the very first time covering some girls basketball action. We were here earlier in the week covering boys, but for the very first time we are covering the Buckeye Valley Lady Barons taking on the Franklin Heights Golden Falcons, and really is kind of a tale of two cities. It was the best of times, the worst of times. Buckeye Valley undefeated, and Franklin Heights looking to get in the win column for the first time this season. Stay with us for the pregame show coming up next.
Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere you go, take a look at the 5 and 10. Sky's turning once again for candy canes and silver lights. Blah 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 blah. It's beginning to look a lot like
Everything else can wait. It's Christmas after all. Pepsi Max, thirsty for more.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
show, and we are coming to you live from Buckeye Valley High School for this non-conference showdown between the Buckeye Valley Lady Barons and the Franklin Heights Lady Golden Falcons. And it is a cold one tonight. I understand if you're joining from home, only 20 degrees outside. That's -7 if your country hasn't been to the moon yet. I've got Joshua Anderson on color commentary. Josh, how you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good, feeling pretty cold, Bryce, but I'm ready to get us heated up by all these hoops tonight, Bryce.
So we will take a look at our NAMI Ohio pregame show team spotlight for the Lady Falcons. And this year it's been a tough one for them. 0-5 so far, 0-4 in the Ohio Capital Conference. A tough Ohio Capital Conference that has 32 total teams in it. It's about 6 or 7 teams per division. Taking a look at their last 3, losing to Granville Heights, Columbus School for Girls, and Worthington Christian. Last season they went 5-17 and 1-15 in the conference. But taking a look at the bright side, some key victories last year. On December 2nd, they took on Columbus Academy, beat them 51-41. Bishop Rosecrans 42-28 and Marion Franklin 62-29. And sometimes these teams that are hungry for a win, they can be the most dangerous ones coming into the midseason, really looking for a victory. And sometimes, you know, a team that's undefeated may get a little bit complacent. We'll see what happens tonight.
Yeah, definitely, Bryce. Sometimes, you know, a team just catches, you can catch them sleeping, right? And that's just one of those things that you got to always be on your P's and Q's coming out onto the hardwood, Bryce. And we'll see if the Lady Barons have that tonight. You know, just taking care of business. It should just be like every other one. Just just putting one in the bucket. So we'll see if they can come out firing on cylinders, Bryce.
Taking a look at our player spotlight for the evening, and it is Caitlin Lemon, the senior post leader, and has been responsible for a lot of the scoring so far this season. Hasn't been the season that they hoped for, but still pulling out that senior leadership and trying to corral this team.
Definitely, and that's one of those things, just as a leader of the team, sometimes you just have to be the igniter, right? Maybe it's just being on the boards all night, or just getting a crucial bucket when your team's in a drought. And I feel like she's going to have to step up big today if they want to make an impact today, Bryce.
Taking a look at our keys to victory for Franklin Heights tonight, and they're going to need to startle Buckeye Valley with the aggression, coming out hot and heavy for the ball early on, trying to force those turnovers. But when they are getting the ball down the floor, getting fouls, and not only fouls, but key fouls against key players of this Buckeye Valley Lady Barons squad, kind of picking on them on defense so they can get them out of the game early on, give themselves a chance.
Definitely, Bryce. It's one of those things that, you know, sometimes you might not have the best talent on the floor, but schematically you're going to be able to, you know, once again, get their key players in foul trouble, getting some mismatches on the hardwood, making the other team uncomfortable as best as you can, especially as an away team. These are those small little things you're going to have to do if you want to have a big win, Bryce.
Taking a look at our home team spotlight for the Buckeye Valley Lady Barons, and so far this season having a dream season. 41.7 points per game as a team to only 24.5 against, 31 rebounds per game, 10.9 assists per game. But take a look at this stat here, almost 13 steals per game so far this season in active defense. And taking a look at their last 3 victories, Bishop Reedy, Bexley, and Bishop Watterson taking on some Catholic schools there, coached by Todd Pennington, in 5-0 in the Central Buckeye League.
Yeah, Bryce, swiper, no swiping, right? That's just a crazy stat. That's the first time I've ever seen over 12 steals per game. But that's how you know these ladies have sticky hands. They like to get their hands on the ball and take it away from you, even if you don't want them to. So I'm anticipating they're going to be really aggressive on defense tonight, Bryce, and have an eye on the ball at all times.
Taking a look at our player spotlight for the home team, and it is Adelina Wagner, the Central Buckeye assist leader, 11.9 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, and matching that, 5.1 assists per game as well. Only a junior, but a standout on this squad.
Definitely, Bryce. She loves to share the rock with her teammates, and it shows in her play unselfishness as she leads this team. And you just love to see that, you know, getting everybody involved, everybody get to see the table. That's good basketball if you can ask me, Bryce.
And the keys to victory for Buckeye Valley as we round out the NAMI Ohio pregame show. And for Buckeye Valley, they're going to need superior execution, something they feel comfortable with. And they've already identified where the mismatches are, and they want to maximize those mismatch advantages as early as possible, as often as possible, so they can secure a win. Going back home tonight, tomorrow night as well, back-to-back games. Trying to clean up business.
Definitely, Bryce. When we're in the favorite, you have to do the small details right if you want to get the routine win. And that's just one, like you said, paying attention to their mismatches, listen to the schemes, following the plays as best as they can. This might be the time of night that you just want to maybe try something a little adventurous, maybe some play calling. But overall, you're going to have to just, do the little things right, and you should be able to get the win.
So just about 20 more seconds remaining here in the pregame. And again, we are excited to bring you this one, our very first Buckeye Valley girls basketball game.
Gentlemen, voice of the Barons here welcoming you here tonight as a member school of the Ohio.
Oh, Bryce, I've been so hungry today. I had a Pop-Tart and I had a Vic's Taco Shop burrito. I've been craving all day, Bryce.
What's that?
Some hoops.
Hoops. So we will take a brief pause for the national anthem. And a rousing rendition of the national anthem performed by the Buckeye Valley Pep Band. Only about 15 of them there, but showing out in full force.
Yeah, 15 felt like 30 in this gymnasium, Bryce. They were fierce tonight. That was good rendition of it.
And getting ready for the first quarter. Just a few minutes remaining, but excitement in this home crowd, and you can see in the crowd that we're facing Buckeye Valley's home crowd, so they are really turning out in full force, not only fans but also student section as well.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's been a lot of people on the nice list today. I see a lot of festivities, a lot of holiday hats and holiday cheers right now, Bryce. I think everybody's asking for Christmas for Buckeye Valley win tonight, right?
And we did cover the boys game earlier on in the week when they took on Bishop Reedy, and a couple of times it looked like all hope was lost for Buckeye Valley, down by as many as 20 points in the game, but battled all the way back to only succumb to an 8-point loss. As we get a look at the home squad, or the away squad, Franklin Heights taking the floor. And that rounds out Franklin Heights Falcons starting lineup. Crowd getting on their feet. That home crowd come alive as they meet at center court.
They look ready and tuned in, Bryce.
And it will be Carrie Biles' lock for Franklin Heights at midcourt. And it was MJ Kress of Buckeye Valley who wins the tip, and we are underway here at Buckeye Valley High School. Right away, it looks like Buckeye Valley working with 2 posts, 1 high, 1 low, working around the perimeter now, trying to create space on the pass, but it's poked away, a turnover. And just like that, Buckeye Valley ends up with it again.
Yeah, it looks like Franklin is in a zone right now, Bryce, and looking like they're trying to make the Bears a little uncomfortable starting off this game.
So now point guard Angelina Wagner takes it up floor, working it all the way into the corner. 3 ball too short off the short iron. Now a fast break opportunity. It's stripped away by Wagner, poked out of bounds, but that prevented an easy 2 points.
And that's just great hustle right there, Bryce, getting back to wall up to the wall up on the defense right there to stop the easy bucket.
And face guarding Lemon, but now they do call a travel instead. What looked like was potentially a foul, they say was a travel. So a turnover.
Yeah, Bryce looked like she just had her hand in the ball. She jumped up and down, and you know that's a open and shut case travel in my experience as a ref.
So now with 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter, a high screen, skips to the post, a no-look pass down to the corner. We have a whistle, but we also have a lane violation going against Buckeye Valley, so another turnover.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Bryce, you know, this is those small little details that we talk about in the pregame. You want to tighten up here. You want to show your fierceness on offense.
Getting a hand on the ball, but the Falcons are able to retain possession. Now moving parallel to the free throw line from 8 feet. A soft right hand is offline. Now up the floor is Buckeye Valley with pace. Near the volleyball lines, they work it back and forth. Pressure from the defense is there. A great Euro step move as Wagner takes it to the basket. No luck on the shot, but she'll go to the line for 2 as she's hacked.
And that's just great ball movement by Buckeye Valley right there, trying to find a soft spot in the zone, and the way she was able to attack the rim right there, Bryce. That's how you're going to have to beat that 3-2 zone right now.
And we have our first points of the game in the way of a free throw. Buckeye Valley taking the lead. Second shot, same result, 2-0 Buckeye Valley.
Yeah, it looked like when she caught the ball, she was on the line right there, Bryce. It's a little small things you have to pay attention to.
So after the violation, banging down low, but can't get it to go. Tough, aggressive take. Now Wagner tries the 3-ball from the left wing.
And the Bears right now is getting rebounds like it's like they're going out of style, Bryce.
Offensive rebounds galore, just granting them more opportunities as now there's 2 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Definitely, you can see the Buckeye Valley just patient, trying to dissect the zone.
Looking baseline, skipping to the corner, and 3-ball no good as it rolls out of the rim. Looking ahead, intended receiver was Caitlin Lemon, but the defense was right there. She was able to get a hand on it, but not much more out of bounds, and Buckeye Valley will take over.
And that's a small thing. That's not going to show up on the stat sheet right there, Bryce, but those small defensive plays mean so big, especially when you're trying to get a win. Making the offense uncomfortable as much as you can.
Looking like a 3-2 zone for Franklin Heights.
try to work with that ball around, trying to find a soft spot.
And another missed three. An offensive rebound opportunity for Buckeye Valley, but it will be off of them instead. Franklin Heights taking over and showing a full court press now. Trapped along the sideline, cutting back. A desperation pass. Defense was there, but it falls into the hands of Franklin Heights. Now Lemon.
You can just see the Buckeye Valley's suffocating defense, just making Franklin work for every bit, Bryce, every bit. Seems like as soon as they catch the ball, there's 2 white jerseys in their face.
Really, this Buckeye Valley's ability to just fly across the court is showing to be really to their advantage. Offensively, haven't gotten much to go. They've had a lot of focus on the 3 ball. I'd love to see what a take to the basket could potentially look like.
Yeah, definitely, Bryce. It just seems like the 3 ball is just not falling right now, so maybe they try to work it into the post, maybe try to throw some cutters in there, try to get some easy looks at the basket up close.
So Graham has it at the volleyball line, picking up a screen from Bertkey. Now down to the corner, a 3-ball attempt from McMillan. Air ball. And Franklin Heights will take over, but they throw it away. McMillan coming back with it. Can't get it to go on the layup, and we're back on the other end once more.
Interesting to see how Franklin's going to do in their half-court set, Bryce.
The pull-up jumper is too short. It'll be Wagner, the point guard, that comes away with the rebound. An ill-advised pass, gets a hand on it, but Lady Barons are lucky to still be in possession. 3-ball from the corner, all alone, a long rebound. She gets it herself, takes it up with the right hand, and a late whistle will come in from behind, and she'll go to the line for 2.
And that's what the Lady Bears are going to have to do right now, Bryce. Just keep attacking the baskets, right? Spreading out this defense and creating the best mismatches that they can possible. You know, I think they shot about 4 threes so far, haven't made 1, so they're going to have to find maybe a different alternative to get some points get some buckets, basically.
And first missed free throw of the night, but she'll get a second crack at it here with halfway gone in the first quarter. That's more like it. Buckeye Valley leads 3-0 over Franklin Heights. Once again, facing the full court press, looking for the trap. They're able to break it, and now all the way to the basket, heaves it up, and a foul called a block, it looks like. That one going against MJ Crest, the center.
Yeah, it seems like she never got her feet set right there, Bryce. Yeah, kind of leans to the right side. It's going to be a block every time.
First team foul for Buckeye Valley, 2 for Franklin Heights. Off the back iron, comes back to her. No good on the first free throw. Second one is a swish, 3-1.
All right, you see what Franklin's going back to that. It's look like 3-2 zone.
Just moving it around the perimeter, trying to find a crack in this defense.
You know, give kudos to Franklin, Bryce. They're really clamping down, especially inside.
It has to be film that they saw. I mean, they are so good at neutralizing what Buckeye Valley wants so far.
Definitely.
They want the ball on the wing. They want to shoot the 3-ball, and just haven't found that success as they try it one more time, and there's the 3-ball.
And that was a good corner 3 right there, Bryce. One of them had to come down, and I'm glad that one did right there.
Now trapped in the corner, she throws it away. Wagner with the ball, looking up floor. She has a receiver. Puts her shoulder down and a layup.
It seems like Buckeye Valley is kind of settling in right now. Bryce catching their breath.
And a foul along midcourt, just a little too aggressive on defense. And the dam hasn't broken just yet, but it's certainly leaking.
Definitely, as you see, they can score points in bunches, and you know it's hard to run a press when you haven't scored. So you can definitely see that they want to run a press. Franklin does not look as comfortable trying to break it. Oh, that's a deep one, Bryce.
A deep three ball, about a foot short. Carrie Biles Locke, credit for the confidence on that shot. I mean, she had the space to go for it, just didn't have the strength on the shot.
Definitely, Bryce. You know, when the coach gives you green light, sometimes you just got to shoot it, right?
Yeah. Especially when scoring opportunities have been so limited so far.
Definitely, but you know, once again, kudos to Franklin trying to slow the game down, especially in the zone. Wow, great move to the cup, Bryce.
A smooth take with the right hand, gets it to go, and it's good for two.
That's smooth. That's silk.
And a timeout called by Franklin Heights, and we will take a quick break. We'll be right back with you.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
So 2:05 remaining here in the first quarter, and what was a close contest, Buckeye Valley only leading by 2, has broken wide open as they now lead by 9. Two team fouls for either side, not much risk of a bonus scenario.
Yes, Bryce, and once again, Buckeye Valley just playing suffocating defense. Kind of got a little trouble right there with a foul, but they're not making anything easy for this Franklin, this Lady Franklin basketball team.
Biles Locke at the top of the key, picking up a screen from Knight, pulling up, but it's rejected by Wagner.
Wagner said, "Not in my house," right?
You got to look there at the end at the excitement after it, just sending it away.
Packing her things up and tell her, "Get out of here."
Now finding an option down low, skipping it out, now to the corner. To the other wing, but it's over the head, and it's another turnover.
Just another example of the fierce Lady Bears defense, Bryce. They came to play tonight.
Into the corner, now down to the low post. They were looking to skip it over to the other post, but instead it was an errant pass and turnover.
Yeah, I like the idea, Bryce. Once again, attacking the cup, trying to get some close shots. You know, I've always been a big fan of feeding the post man. Something the game got away from in recent years.
Had her pocket picked from behind, but it was Knight that held on to it, but she double dribbled. So back to back to back turnovers in the game.
You know, Franklin's going to have to find the answer soon because They're going to put some points on the board. I have a feeling that these Lady Bears are going to erupt in points here soon, Bryce.
So they were well on track of that, but the timeout, I guess, working as intended as they look to get it going again, and that's exactly what they do. Tegan McMillan banging it home.
That was just so pretty, Bryce. Seems like they're slowly and surely figuring out this zone out.
A nice right-handed take.
Oh, yeah, put a little jelly on that, Bryce. That was good right there. Well, I think that's what Franklin's going to have to do, trying to get some pick and rolls, trying to find a mismatch.
Down low, taking it up, but another rejection. This game has been rejection city.
Man, I know it's holiday season, but I didn't know if everybody's packing stuff up right now, Bryce.
Now in at 8 feet. Great job working the post player out. To the corner, thinks about it, pump fakes and passes back to Wagner. Crossover and a floater. Strong take to the basket. She can't get the basket to go, but she will go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, look at that move right there. Nice crossover, trying to get the defender off balance. Just wasn't able to finish right there because of the foul. But that's what the Lady Bears are going to have to do, Bryce. Keep attacking the cup.
And so makes her 3rd of 3 free throws tonight. And flawless from the charity stripe.
Gotta hit the free throws, Bryce. They call them free for a reason, right?
20 seconds facing the press again. She's able to break away easily. Now looking up the floor, the right hand is not online.
But I like the idea of pushing the pace and trying to break this press in the best way possible for the Franklin.
So a lot of contact, but defense going straight up. She loses control of the ball as it goes out of bounds. 1.4 remaining. Franklin Heights will probably just hold it. That's exactly what they do. So after 1 quarter of play, Buckeye Valley leading this one 15-3 over Franklin Heights. Stay with us for second quarter action right here on the OH Report coming up next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Second quarter action here at Buckeye Valley High School in Franklin Heights, looking to get back into single-digit territory, but Buckeye Valley have been excelling so far. It was a slow start through the first 4 or 5 minutes, but the last 3 have been very virtuous for them.
And that was a great take to kind of cut through the defense right there. You're going to need more strong takes like that, Bryce, and they're going to try to put a dent to this lead.
Now from the corner, they love the 3-ball, but this one just ringing out, and a jump ball possession arrow stays with Buckeye Valley. And a post shot over another offensive player works out for.
I think it was just a little early for the box out, right?
Yeah.
Once again,
Wilson.
Buckeye Valley's defense is suffocating Bryce, keeping everything in front of him. Love to see it. It's tenacious.
And another tie up, so now ball will stay here once again as the possession arrow switch. Franklin Heights will set up. At the top of the key, they skip it to the wing. Great play fake. So Buckeye Valley taking over. They'll look to extend this lead even further. They lead by 12, but instead there's a rejection at the rim. But a turnover, so all of it going to nothing as Buckeye Valley will take over once again.
Once again, I think Buckeye Valley has the right mindset. Getting the post person into the key, trying to get a nice close shot. But shout out to Franklin, just playing some hard defense inside.
And Wagner all alone at the top of the key, knocking it down. And a timeout called for Franklin Heights. Now trailing by 15, Buckeye Valley starting to run away with it.
Oh, Bryce, interesting to see what's going to be the timeout adjustments for Franklin. They have to figure something out on offense. I like how they've been going to the cup a little bit. They seem like they have a little bit of success. Just have to be a little consistent hitting those inside shots. But, hey, when you aren't the best shooting from distance, it's kind of easy for the defense to pick you apart. And I feel like that's what kind of Buckeye Valley is doing right now, right?
And the timeout for Franklin Heights worked out for them last time. They were able to kind of freeze Buckeye Valley's offense, at least for a few minutes, stifle some of the scoring. Let's see if there's a similar result after this timeout, only a half timeout. Looks like running a motion-style offense, a deep 3-ball Curry range.
Yeah, she shot that from the parking lot, Bryce.
Looking ahead, behind the defense, just trying to keep it in bounds, but she throws it into the hands of a Lady Falcon. A scrap for the ball. Buckeye Valley taking over once again. Wagner with speed from the elbow. The 15-footer, no good.
Shot just didn't fall like right there, Bryce, but once again, it's a good look. Ooh.
Another 3-ball try.
This looks like Franklin's kind of, they're getting a little closer to that 3-ball. Wouldn't be surprised when one of them goes in here in the next couple of attempts, Bryce.
Just moving the ball around, wearing out the defense of Franklin Heights. They have had to been so adaptive. Wagner, no good. But a rebound from Rafi, and she puts it back in.
And that was just a great second chance bucket by the Bears right there, Bryce. You know, if you're Franklin, you can't let them get those offensive rebounds. But that's kind of been the story all day. Whoa. Here we go, Bryce, right there. That
you called it.
A 3-ball. I told you, right?
Biles Locke knocking it down, and she's on the board for the second time tonight. She has 5 on the game. From the free throw line, now down to the corner. Rafi had the last basket, but no success on the 3 balls. They get back on defense.
Hey, Bryce, you know, especially for Franklin, I think it'd be beneficial for them if they want to push the ball a little more, be a little more aggressive pushing the ball, catching the Bears off balance.
And was one-on-one with the defender, but decides to just move it around, and it's Rafe on the three. Unsuccessful last time, changes the tides this time.
Bryce, I forgot my umbrella because it's raining threes in the second quarter, man.
So leading by 17 points on the game. Looking ahead, Wagner one-on-one with the point guard. A beautiful reverse layup attempt, but it couldn't get it to go. A putback attempt by Buckeye Valley is also offline. It was Franklin Heights on the fast break, but Wagner all the way on the other end, running the 90 feet to strip.
Wagner's doing it all right now, Bryce. She's been having a lot of good takes, just have to finish at the cup. But that Euro step is working tonight. There we go, Bryce, for Franklin.
And Franklin sloppy with the ball the last couple of possessions, and signs of frustration on the reach-in foul.
Yeah, Bryce, you definitely see there's a little frustration at that last turnover. Once again, outside that last three ball, just really haven't been able to find anything consistent at the basket for Franklin Heights.
So a couple of substitutions for both sides. We have 3:30 remaining here in the second quarter. The skip, three-ball attempt, McMillan. But a foul on the floor. It's going against Franklin Heights, number 4. Let's see if we can spot it.
Yeah, you can see
on the
it.
push, yeah. And again, just frustration. That's 2 consecutive fouls within 30 seconds.
Yeah, Bryce, you could definitely see the coach is sending somebody to the score table, might have to pull her out just to get a breather for halftime. Don't want to get in too much foul trouble.
So it was Addison Mooney on the take. A 3-ball attempt, but a great offensive rebound. Battling down low is Biles Locke. Wagner pulling up for 3. Too short. Offensive rebound is there. Now with the left hand.
These second chance points, Bryce, has just been a difference maker. The Barons offense is just getting all the opportunities they need to score points. Franklin Heights have to do something to tighten up their rebounding, Bryce, or it's going to be a long night.
Ripped away on defense, now up the floor. Don't have the numbers, but are taking it anyway. Offensive rebound gets poked out. Able to take it up. Oh, and a travel. And would have been a great jab step to get the defense off balance, but just a little misstep in the footwork.
Yeah, Bryce, we see the vision, but can't do that, right?
Yeah. I mean, that right foot planted and jabbed to the left. I mean, that surely would have got the defender off, but just little chop, chop, chop.
A little choppy, right? You definitely can see it, though. They definitely were off balance.
Now Wagner trying to pull the defender out of position. A 3-ball. But a putback attempt. Buckeye Valley now really running away from it.
And once again, Bryce, that's just a second chance point. A second chance point that, Buckeye Valley has opportunity to. You know, if you're Franklin Heights, you just can't allow that if you want to.
We have a travel.
Have any opportunity to get back in this game, right, Bryce?
So getting a look there. Yep, just on the spin move, pulling up the pivot foot a bit too early.
That's what great defenses do sometimes. They kind of force you to do some things you should never practice just to try it out, because they haven't really had any success tonight doing their usual things that they usually are able to do.
Wagner crossing into double digits with that 3-ball. Now has 12 on the night.
Yeah, somebody get her a bucket of water because she's on fire, Bryce.
Our player spotlight tonight for a reason, and taking a look at her numbers here. We brought it up earlier, but with 11.9 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, and 5.1 assists per game. Just truly an all-around player, and we're seeing that on display tonight.
Definitely, Bryce. You know, she's been doing a little bit of everything, dishing it out, taking some shots, played some great, phenomenal, tenacious defense, Bryce. You know, she's doing everything that the Barons are asking for tonight, and it's showing on the scoreboard.
So with the timeout, it is a full timeout. Adjustments for both sides. I mean, decent chunk of change remaining here in the second quarter. Certainly in the territory where they're able to come back, and they have been able to get at least a few more points on the board. The 3-ball finally fell.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, Bryce, like you said, it's just consistent, right? They're getting some good stops, right, on defense, but you just haven't been able to make them pay on offense. And it's one of those things that if you can't put the ball in the cup, Bryce, it's going to be a long night. But I think they have to go to their spots, find what they're comfortable with from offense, and try to keep it simple right now.
Crossover attempt, gets away from her. On the floor, Buckeye Valley back in control. Wagner with a full head of steam, looking to the low block. Hacked is McMillan as she tries to take it up.
Once again, Wagner is dissecting this defense each trip down the floor, Bryce. She's a threat, right? You don't know if she's going to shoot it, she's going to pass it out. She's doing great things. Just an extension of her coach on the floor.
Too flat on the first free throw. She'll get another try. Wagner checks off the floor. Rafey checking in for Buckeye Valley. That's McMillan's 7th point of the night as the Buckeye Valley Lady Barons sit at 35 points to Franklin Heights 8. Flipping the floor. Now on the skip, looking for Hanshaw. They'll keep it underneath.
Yeah, it just looks like Buckeye Valley just anticipating where Franklin Heights is going to go next with the ball all night, Bryce. It's like they're mind tellers. Yeah, Bryce, looked like she had her foot over the line right there. She passed the ball in.
We'll take another look. Yeah, right there. A couple of times, actually.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate. I mean, that's the second time that we've seen something similar like that happen. Inside of 1 minute remaining here in the second quarter, though. To the corner in search of a 30-point lead. Rolls off the front iron. Offensive rebound for Buckeye Valley.
I'll see it again once that right pass. Ooh.
Rafey hit hard as she takes it up. She'll go to the line for two.
That was a good take by Rafey right there, Bryce. She definitely earned that foul shot right there, though. See if she's able to knock him down right here.
And a two-shot opportunity from the free throw line. 4th team foul for Franklin Heights. So additional foul will give Buckeye Valley 2 shots regardless. Gets the back end, now a 28-point lead. Along the sideline, picking up a screen in the corner. Back to the wing, 15 seconds remaining now. Player on the floor gives her some room to shoot the 3-ball off the top of the hoop. Offensive rebound. It'll be Knight that puts it back up. Can't get it to go. And deferring the call to the sideline official, and it'll be a jump ball. Buckeye Valley takes over.
You know, once again, that's good effort by, Franklin Heights. Just haven't been able to find an answer on offense.
1 second, down to the post, puts it up and off the glass. A 30-point lead heading into halftime for Buckeye Valley. What was a slow start, only 4 points scored in the first 4 minutes of the game. Now 38-8, Buckeye Valley leading this one. Stay with us.
What? Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10, it's glistening once again. For candy canes and silver lights, blah 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 blah. It's beginning to look a lot like
Everything else can wait. It's Christmas after all. Pepsi Max, thirsty for more.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
38-8 over Franklin Heights as we get a look at the small but mighty pep band up there for Buckeye Valley High School. And the energy coming into this building, I mean, you saw this home crowd come alive as they began to run away with it. 3 balls starting to fall, able to get to the line, everything working for Buckeye Valley.
Yeah, Bryce, everything is working, and I'm interested to see what's the play, like kind of what they're going to be doing in the second half. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if they, if they shot a little more threes. We have a big league like this. I can see them get a little more experimental on the hardwood. But you know what? When everything's going right, like tonight, Bryce, if you're a coach, you kind of want to just be, like I said, a little adventurous. See what works, what doesn't, especially early on in the season. See what some players have that you might not see in practice that too much. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see. But one thing is, this Bear Nation came out to support. They're happy. They're real jolly. I think I saw Santa Claus in the crowd, so it's always a good sign when you see him out and about.
Taking a look at our halftime stats, Franklin Heights 1, 2, 1, 3, 8 rebounds, 11 turnovers, 6 fouls, 3 free throws. Buckeye Valley 10 field goals, 4 3-pointers, 17 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 4 fouls, and 6 free throws on the night. So we have entered the territory of the running clock. And the third quarter is underway here at Buckeye Valley High School. A handoff pass, cutting back with the crossover move, a block foul, defender not coming set. So already we have free throws.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Bryce, to see. That's just something we didn't see in the first half, which was them attacking the cup that aggressively. So it's going to be, once again, hopefully these halftime adjustments are beneficial to Franklin Heights.
So now underneath the basket. Ball safely inbounds as the offense sets up. Throws it right into the hand of McMillan. McMillan leading the break. Cutting back, they'll set it up. Wagner has 12 points on the game. She's the game's leader. Moving it around, isolating the ball handler.
Definitely, you see Buckeyes Valley is real patient, trying to find the right shot.
Wagner throws it away, and on trying to get back with it, ends up with the reach, her second foul of the evening. Second team foul already for Buckeye Valley, so perhaps something that Franklin Heights can look to exploit here in the third quarter. Of course, at 5 fouls in the quarter, automatic 2 free throws, no more 1-and-1. They did away with that a couple of seasons ago.
That's good that they got rid of 1-on-1, Bryce. I feel like that was really inefficient sometimes. Oh, yeah, you can see the frustration, Bryce.
Knew as soon as she did it, as soon as she heard the whistle, she knew she was caught.
Yeah, I think she knew before the whistle even came. As soon as that her feet touched the ground.
Yeah.
That's a no-no in the basketball world, Bryce.
Official right on top of it.
And shout out to the officials tonight. They've been going a real clean game both sides.
Yeah. Whacked underneath is McMillan. McMillan will go to the line for 2. So lining up for a couple and a chance to put him at the 40-point threshold on the evening.
Wasn't able to come down with the first one, Bryce. See if she's able to bounce back and hit the second one.
And there's the second. So 39-8 with 6:49 remaining here in the third quarter. Of course, with a win tonight, Buckeye Valley remaining undefeated and improving to 8-0 on the season. Full head of steam, the fast break, no dribbles required, just putting it up, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, you can't run that any better in practice, Bryce. That was a beautiful pass. Able to find her teammate right there.
Senior Addison Graham with the put-up opportunity, and now the steal as she's back on the other end. Chucks it up at the hoop, but too hard off the glass. Now a 2-on-1 opportunity as the defense gets back, but Wagner is right on top of it as she comes up with the steal, and now she's looking up the floor all alone as she splits the defenders in the right hand.
Right, Bryce. The way she just accelerated past everybody. She looked like Speedy Gonzalez out there, Bryce. She was lightning in the battle.
So now leading by 35. And a good take attempt, not getting the call. Shot almost fell.
Once again, Bryce, you know, this Franklin Heights basketball team just had to find something on defense. Able to stop the Barons. Not going to find it on this trip down, but you see like they're just coming a little deflated compared to that first half, guys.
You see there at the tail end of the play, Wagner smiling. She knows as much as anyone with how good of a free throw shooter is. Sending her to the line, that's just as good as her making the layup.
Yeah. I think she's still perfect for tonight, Bryce, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it just shows the fundamentally sound of completeness of her game, Bryce, as a ball player. Free throws take time, dedication, patience, and it pays off.
So now across midcourt, picking up a hard screen. And they're going to call that one against Michaela Bertkey. We'll take another look at the contact. Yeah, I mean, offensive player is set, kind of went through her. I don't think that was the intention. I think she just kind of got blindsided a little bit.
Yeah, Bryce, right? Kind of just went through her, you know, was not intentional, but yeah, it just shows, you know, she ate her Wheaties today. She's ready to go.
So 3 team fouls for the Barons to the 2 of the Falcons. A floater attempt is too hard off the backboard. Now 3-on-3 on the break, skips it to Wagner, thinks about the three-pointer, but instead the no-look pass down to the corner, to the block, no good on the shot. Gets her own rebound and puts it back.
And that's just been the story all night, Bryce. These second chance points for the Lady Barons coming in bunches, right? It's always nice to have more opportunities to score the ball.
Smacked out of bounds by Graham. Graham coming alive here in the third quarter.
Yeah, she's saying it's a no-fly zone here in Barron County.
3:18 remaining here in the third quarter as they'll look to inbound it. Just inside the three-point line now, back down to the corner. Knight had trouble holding on to it, and it was out of her hands and out of bounds. Turnover as Buckeye Valley has another shot back on offense. Wagner with an easy take to the basket.
Yeah, just put a little English on that bad boy off the backboard, Bryce. Scoring coming in bunches for the Lady Barons.
And a full timeout called with that. Take a quick opportunity to thank our sponsors who support our live and free coverage of the OH Report. NAMI Ohio, the state's voice on mental illness. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. Ostrander RØST, Buckeye Valley's favorite small town coffee shop with big town flavor. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. PepsiCo, food, drinks, smiles, and the Holiday Hoopla Tournament. Ohio's top teams won epic showcase. We are bringing you the exclusive coverage of that Holiday Hoopla Tournament presented by Bleacher Republic. Kind of an interesting concept down at the Convention Center. Bleacher Republic usually in the AAU world, but covering high school teams. So we were part of it last year. It was a whole lot of fun, whole lot of games. I mean, 6 games in a single day, and they had 3 days of it.
Oh, that sounds like my dream, Bryce.
Yeah.
Hoops, laughter, and a lot of good competition.
So in that collaboration with the Bleacher Republic, charging $30 for the day pass, but $50 for the 3-day pass, and that gets you all of the games.
It's not a bad deal, Bryce.
Yeah.
Not a bad deal. I'm gonna tell some basketball-loving friends.
So Buckeye Valley slowing it down a bit. Buckeye Valley will hold on.
Interesting to see how they're gonna come out, Bryce, right here, and passing the ball in, try to get easy shot.
Down into the key with the left hand, taking it up strong. Across the 50-point mark.
And that was just a nice, strong basket inside. Inserting the dominance from the post women. Love that, Bryce.
And a whole squad substitution coming on for Buckeye Valley. I think that's going to be it for the starters tonight.
Rightfully so, Bryce. They had a great game. Play hard.
So a minute 15 remaining here in the third quarter. Moving it around Toller to the top of the key. Now Rafi. Seeger tries the 3 ball, gets her own rebound on the miss.
Just a hustle from Buckeye Valley tonight is unmatched, Bryce.
Fresh set of legs really coming in handy.
Definitely.
To Mooney. Now down low, Toller gets it off the glass. Dakota Toller comes into the game and immediately making an impact.
Definitely, love the patience right there. Kind of a nice pump fake. See the defender get off their feet and able just to kiss it off the backboard, Bryce. Textbook, great bucket.
Biles lock. Working on the defender. A lot of contact down low.
Looks like she got hit in the throat right there, Bryce.
So it looked like they said 24, so the foul going against Sienna Seeger, the sophomore wing. And with the running clock, time expires as they were inbounding it, but Buckeye Valley leading this one 53-8 over the Franklin Heights Golden Falcons. Stay with us for fourth quarter action coming up next. Here in the fourth quarter, just 8 minutes of basketball remain as Buckeye Valley leads 53-8 over Franklin Heights. Trying the 3, they leave her all alone.
Oh, great block.
Stripped from behind, but can't look forward. Poked away. Now the fast break.
Seems like she just lost it right there, Bryce, in the fast break. Looking up, trying to find an open defender.
Rafi at the top of the key, handing it off. So all ball that time, the official says. Out of bounds as Buckeye Valley holds on to it.
But once again, Buckeye Valley is just waiting, being patient, trying to find the perfect shot in this scenario.
Just gets it to roll in. Mooney once again on the board, has her 10th point of the night.
Oh yeah, Lady Bears are cooking tonight, Bryce. They are, and it's something, a sweet treat. Everything's going right for them tonight.
Along the baseline, but they say she stepped on it. Yes, they do.
Looks like Scarfield Heights, just Franklin Heights, just cannot catch a break tonight.
Moving it around the perimeter. 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. They'll hand it off to Seeger. Richardson with the left hand, a spin move, looking for the corner. A scrum for the ball, looking down low. They will say last touch by Rin Hanshaw of Franklin Heights. To the free block, and she was all alone. Dakota Toller, 4 points on the game, all of them here in the last few minutes.
Well, I think they're all been inbound plays too,
Yeah.
right? That just shows you, Bryce, you know, inbounding plays are just another avenue for you to score points. You know, it's not, you don't have to just get the ball inbounds. You can also just set yourself up to score. So it's good that, you know, the Lady Bears are working on that in this fourth quarter.
So we will take a quick break with the timeout. We'll be right back.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
So with the timeout, the clock continued to tick, so we have 5:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. A foul with the take and a three-point play opportunity for Franklin Heights.
Nice, Bryce. A nice little and one action. Potentially, I should say, right?
Yeah. So it'll be Wilson at the free throw line for two. Or for one, rather. So she'll just sit at 5 points so far tonight. Trying the three ball. Off the front of the rim. Rebound goes to Hanshaw. Now Wilson, fast break opportunity.
And I like to take, you just got to finish that, Bryce. It's like you just put a little too much mustard on that. Oh, great defense. Why?
Looks like Biles' lock on the steal. Up the floor. Franklin Heights with another crack at it. Right-handed layup attempt from the left side is too hard. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Rafi to the wing.
Oh, nice take.
So to the line for two is Rafi. Looking for number 7 and 8.
Arabia has had a good game today, Bryce. She's doing the little things, right? She had a couple boards today, got a couple points, and playing some great defense.
Great kind of impact role player that comes in those really big moments. I mean, defensively, she was stellar too.
Definitely, Bryce, definitely. You could just tell. This is just an all-around great team right now. They have some good things going for them.
Sinks the second one. Crossing up. Up high on the wing.
Nice
And
crossover.
can't get it to go as it skates off the front of the rim. 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter as Buckeye Valley will look to clean up shop. And recognizing that it would have been over and back, ended up going with Franklin Heights, but that the possession arrow was there. That could have been best case scenario for him.
Yeah. You love the hustle though, right?
Yeah. Just the situational awareness to know that, like, if I get on top of this, we lose possession of the ball, and allowing the defensive player to get on top of it before they just kind of seized it. Biles Lock working off the screen from Hanshaw. Guarded closely by Seeger. Now Wilson splitting the defenders, getting hacked as she takes it up. A lot of contact. She'll go to the free throw line for 2 as the shot doesn't fall.
And that was a good take right there. You know, tried their best to embrace the contact, to get that shot to fall. Just didn't have success right there. But kudos to her for going to the cup, Bryce, trying to get some easy points.
And good arc, but just a little too much as it bangs off the back of the rim. Just 90 seconds remaining in this contest. Unlucky on the second time. Biles Lock underneath, fighting for it, and a jump ball. Buckeye Valley will take over.
Yeah, good hustle on that second point attempt right there. Oh. I think that's a carry right there, Bryce.
Take another look here. Oh, yeah, stepped on the line.
Yeah, lane violation. I don't know why she gave that carry slow motion, but.
Yeah, we said it earlier. Kudos to this crew. This crew has been spectacular tonight.
On it, Bryce, really, once again. I feel like you usually hear some fans sometimes give the refs a hard time, but you haven't heard that tonight, you know?
I mean, everything's just been, I think, spot on.
Definitely, definitely. Just overall great night for hoops, Bryce. I was cold, like I said, and these hoops fired me up. I'm ecstatic. I mean, you can't tell, man.
So just 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Be sure to stay with us for the post-game show as well as the MVP interview. Dribbling out the clock, thinking about the 3 ball. Nothing on the clock as time expires. So Buckeye Valley, the big victors, 58-10 over Franklin Heights. Stay with us.
Were you expecting someone else? Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report. All I want for Christmas is you to watch The Joe Show every Wednesday night. I'm back.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own
Everything else can wait. It's Christmas after all. Pepsi Max, thirsty for more.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
RØST MVP player of the game, and it's Evelina Wagner with 18 points on the night, 4 steals, and perfect from the free throw line in a huge victory over Franklin Heights. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And it was kind of a slow start there in the first quarter. Only, I think, 4 points scored in the first 4 minutes of the game, but
Yeah.
suddenly the dam broke. What happened there?
At the start of the game, we're trying to get a feel for the refs and just in general, and trying to run our plays right and stay disciplined in these type of games. So once we find that, then we figure out what works in this game, then we start to get going really well.
And you came alive there in the late first quarter, second quarter, and you never really stopped. What do you think ignited that fire?
I don't know, actually.
Just in the moment, you felt it?
Yeah, just, yeah.
And coming off of a big win tonight, I mean, coming into this game, you know that you're probably the better team, but they can always get the better of you. What was the message or the game plan in practice?
In practice, what we always say is stay disciplined and play our game, which is why we come out and try to run our plays and just stay focused on what we're trying to do, which is get a good win and don't get sloppy, just stay disciplined. Is what
And
yeah.
you are an offensive asset, but as the point guard, you have so many weapons around you. What is that like, knowing that maybe if you're having an off night or you just want to get the ball out of your hands, you have so many options available? I mean, that's got to feel great as a point guard.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to know that I have my teammates I can always rely on, and driving and kicking, and I can trust them to make the three, and it's really nice to know that I'm playing with such a nice team.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
Todd Pennington for being such a great coach and making our whole program so awesome to be a part of.
Evelina Wagner, congratulations on such a successful night, our Ostrander RØST MVP player of the game.
Thank you.
High schooler Dr. Anderson wrapping things up with the NAMI Ohio post-game show, and Buckeye Valley coming away with an easy victory, 58-10 over Franklin Heights. Got a look at our MVP, 18 points on the night, but everyone contributing on this night.
It's always nice to share the wealth, Bryce, you know, and like we said, points came in bunches, and especially second chance points. You know, you can definitely tell the Lady Barons were on the glass tonight, and that's always a good sign and a recipe for success.
Taking a look at our final stats of the game. Franklin Heights with 2 twos, a three-pointer, 14 rebounds, 17 turnovers, 12 fouls, and 4 free throws. Buckeye Valley, 18 field goals, 4 three-pointers, 32 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 9 fouls, and 10 free throws on the night. And so they will go on tomorrow night to play another game. But I think this is about best-case scenario when you're playing back-to-backs on night one, you would think.
Definitely, Bryce. Able to get a nice, comfortable win, able to kind of rest your starters for basically the whole fourth quarter. They'll have some nice, fresh legs to attack their opponent tomorrow, Bryce.
Taking a look at the scoring breakdown by quarter, and with Buckeye Valley coming alive in the first quarter, they did come away with 15 points, but the second quarter is where it really broke open, 23 to Franklin Heights 5.
Yeah, Bryce, so, you know, and kudos to them for that tenacious defense in the third quarter, not even allowing one single point. That's something they're going to be riding home and feeling real jolly for the holidays with, Bryce.
So wrapping things up for the NAMI Ohio post-game show, we'll take one more opportunity to thank all of our sponsors who support our live and free coverage right here on the OH Report. NAMI Ohio, the state's voice on mental illness. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. Ostrander RØST, Buckeye Valley's favorite small-town coffee shop with big-town flavor. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven in the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. let's get to work. PepsiCo, food, drinks, smiles, and the holiday Hoopla, Ohio's top teams, one epic showcase. For those watching home, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Bryce Coder, your play-by-play commentator and director for the evening. I'd like to thank Joshua Anderson joining us on color commentary, as well as Kaylee Mackey over on camera for the first time with the OH Report, doing a fantastic job. If you're watching at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your night.